The pursuit for the Penrose Cup picks back up as conference play returns in earnest this weekend. And we've got you covered in this edition of the NCHC Morning Skate. The NCHC has two of the top four teams in the national polls. Let's start this week with third and fourth ranked St. Cloud State, which is at home against Colorado College. The teams sit in second and third place in the NCHC and are separated by only 3 points. SCSU shut out Minnesota 3-0 last Saturday behind 23 saves from Jackson Castor. The Huskies were then edged 2-1 on the road in overtime the next day to close non-conference action. Castor finished with 51 saves on 53 shots in the series with the Gophers to earn NCHC Goaltender of the Week. SCSU capped its non-conference slate with a sterling 8-2 record. The Huskies continue to be one of the NCAA's stingiest teams, allowing just 1.95 goals per game, which ranks second in the country. Yami Kronola and Dylan Anhorn are 1-2 in scoring for SCSU, and both rank in the top 10 in scoring in the NCHC, with Kronola's 23 points ranking 5th. Colorado College hasn't played since a split with visiting Princeton on December 30th and 31st. The Tigers will welcome back Caden Mbarico and Noah Laba. Both missed the Princeton series while earning a bronze medal for Team USA in the World Junior Championships in Canada. The freshmen have been a big key to CC's success this year. Mbarico has already been Goaltender of the Month twice and ranks 4th in the NCHC in goals against average. Laba is tied for 4th in team scoring with 11 points and is second on the team with 7 goals. These two teams met in the Springs in mid-November, with St. Cloud State sweeping the series. In other action this week, number 3-4 Denver is at home hosting Miami. The Pioneers split their last non-conference series of the season last weekend, losing to Alaska 3-1 before prevailing 7-2 the next night. Massimo Rizzo stretched his point streak to a career-best 9 games with 2 goals and an assist in the series to pick up NCHC Forward of the Week honors. He's now 5th in the country and 3rd in the conference with 29 points. Miami hasn't played since December 30th and 31st, when it split with visiting Niagara of Atlantic Hockey. Matthew Barbolini had a goal in each game of the series and continues to lead the Redhawks with 9 goals and 20 points. These two teams kicked off the conference schedule against one another in October, with DU sweeping in Oxford, Ohio.
And we have to go in there with a mindset that we're going in to compete at an extremely high level against a really good team. That's no different than what we did at North Dakota, what we tried to do at Western Michigan. That's basically every weekend in this league.
Our third series of the weekend has number 12 Western Michigan on the road at North Dakota. Western has had some time off. Its last games were December 27th and 28th when it won the Great Lakes Invitational in Grand Rapids, Michigan by a combined score of 16-3. As you might guess, the Broncos can score with the best of them, leading the country averaging 4.23 goals per game. Jason Poland had a hat trick in each game of the GLI to earn tournament MVP. He now has a nation-leading 5 hat tricks this season and leads all NCAA players with 19 goals. Freshman Ryan McAllister had 5 assists in the tournament and leads the nation with a whopping 38 points. North Dakota swept Division I newcomer Lindenwood last weekend at the Ralph with a pair of comeback wins. Junior defenseman Tyler Kleben was a force with 4 goals in the series, including both game winners. He was the NCHC Defenseman of the Week, while his teammate Ben Strinden was the Rookie of the Week for scoring a goal and 2 assists to help UND prevail. Western and UND met just before the holiday break, with the Fighting Hawks earning a tie with a shootout win and a shutout win in Kalamazoo. Our final matchup of the week has Omaha at home against Minnesota Duluth. UMD wrapped up its non-conference schedule with a tie and a win over in-state rival Bemidji State of the CCHA last weekend. Wyatt Kaiser's goal with less than 2 minutes to go helped the Bulldogs salvage the 1-1 tie at Bemidji. The next night, 5 different players scored as UMD pulled away 5-2 at home. Freshman Ben Steeves leads the Dogs with 12 goals and 15 points. Omaha had a week off after closing out 2022 with a split against St. Lawrence of the ECAC. The Mavericks boast one of the NCAA's best goal scorers in Jack Randall. He's got 15 so far, tying for 3rd in the country. These two teams played 2 3-2 games in Duluth back in November. Each team picked up a win, with UMD's coming in overtime. With only conference games remaining, let's revisit the standings. Denver has a 3-point lead on St. Cloud State, with CC and Omaha at 3 and 4. But this order could change quickly, with Western, UMD, and North Dakota all within reach of a spot in the top 4. Here's another look at this week's schedule. Friday's game between Omaha and UMD will be shown nationally on CBS Sports Network. All other games can be seen live on NCHC TV. And check out NCHCHockey.com for the stories and stats behind all the games this weekend. There's nothing better than conference action in the season's second half. Enjoy the games, and thanks for watching the NCHC Morning Skate.